Yeah. Oh, I didn't restart my timer. Whoops. Just start the video. Oh, it's already been 2 hours. Well, close to 2 hours. Corn servants in here? No. Corn servant in the hatch that goes down to in the floor. Oh, how fortuitous that we should meet for you, who have heralded the winds of change for all Mamook. I have a favor to ask. There are butterflies near Joyunja. They glow soft blue, not the giant beasts, but rather small, flickering creatures. Swift and clever, catching them may prove more taxing than you anticipate, but I would greatly, externally grateful if you could bring me 3. Are those the things I've been looking at that's been flying everywhere and been trying to figure out what the fuck they are? You're part of the third promise retinue, aren't you? I was glad to hear you express an interest in our ways. Perhaps you'd be interested in learning more about our culture. I could teach you if you like. The statue behind me holds great cultural significance to our people. Feel free to ask about anything that catches your interest. Quite a grand house, isn't it? That is the residence provided to the Architrach. Only father of blessed siblings can become Architrach, though I suppose that role will change before long. We celebrate the birth of healthy, blessed siblings with a new flag. Our hope is to replace the flag before it becomes too tattered. The pillar is not technically part of the statue, but that one is carved with images of Mamook's flora and fauna, abstractly of course. The head on the left represents a Hobogo lineage. You can see a warrior's fierceness in its expression. The color red symbolizes the sun and by extension the land which blessed siblings must claim for their people. The head of your right represents a Bonnois blood. Its serene expression shows the wisdom of a sage, and the color blue symbolizes both this force and a vow to protect it. So how everybody doing? In conclusion, this statue symbolizes the heart of Mamook. Down to the stone it was carved from, the very stone left by the Yokwe, who ruled these lands long ago. Our predecessors reimagined the structures abandoned here and built the city you see today, creating a future all their own. Unlike their descendants, now shackled to a past, land, and practice that have poisoned Mamook's prospects, I wonder if we are truly capable of change. But no, as our ancestors found their way, so will we. As we seek to discover what we might yet become, I pray you never forget all that Mamook once was. What about that tree? What you can tell me about that? Hey you, outsider, you've been in Mamook for some time now, but have you paid the proper respects yet? The spirits of our greatest warriors inhabit the guardian statue you see throughout the city. Fail to to demonstrate your goodwill, and they likely to brand you an enemy of the people. You ought to make an offering before that happens. Go and bring me some of the hobogo leaf and bramble that grows nearby. I'll even mark your map with where to find them. They're easiest to spot where the light grows brightest. Even an outsider like you can't miss them. Please, sir, you have to stop my husband. Ever since the Archduke declared an end to blessed siblings, my husband has been overcome with grief. When I woke this morning, he was nowhere to be found. A neighbor saw him heading to Sanat to Joyanja, but I am too weak to follow him. Please stop him from crossing the Sanat. Find him and tell him to seek the sun. He'll remember himself, I'm sure. Certainly livened up. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I still got 3 pages. So it must come from a mail, I think. It's been so long since the last time I got collectors of anything in this game. I'd be wary of entering the forest right now. If I were you, there's something strange on the loose out there. I saw it with my own eyes. I had an otherworldly look to it, more or spirit-like than anything. But when he mentioned it, motioned for me to follow it deeper into the trees, that's when I knew it was trouble. I encountered it north of Grummer Grove and west of the Blue Eyes abode. I wouldn't suggest following it, but if curiosity gets a better view, let me know what you discover. It is I, the corn servant. I've been trying to give people corn, yet they will not follow. I still do not know why you are here. Are the Momolja making you? Or something else in here is making you? I guess we'll learn about it in a quest, hopefully. Oh, it's Natama or whatever. This must be the mysterious spirit Melajo spoke of. It seems to be searching for someone to follow it. Take me to that. Take me to the party. Gotta follow the tiny elemental. Spirit stops seemingly at its destination. Perhaps it will speak with you now. There says nothing. It's fixed the bottom of this. No, something must be down there. That shrub down there. It's alive. It'll teach you all its magical secrets. Don't make me use my voodoo on you. When this is shrub, you pull a jade ring smeared with mud and marked with age. Someone must have dropped it. You no longer feel the mysterious spirit's presence. You should tell Morel-Ja what you discovered. After we get these two, after we get all the quests that we've got here done, we'll go to these two, and then we'll go to these two. And then we'll do the blue quests, and then we'll go and try to get the ether currents. Current of ether. And then in the next episode, we'll be doing the main story again. I know I could speed along real quick if I only did the main story stuff, but I want to enjoy myself. Even though I am an idiot. Say hello to Carbuncle. I put all my intelligence into him. Or her? I don't know. I don't remember. Carbuncle is Carbuncle. I think I've talked about this when I did the Edgar playthrough. But I think I put, like, when I talked about my story for this character, and the reason why I I said that, the reason why Carbuncles don't fight him, the Bunkles fight, because they were summoned at the end of Shadowbringers when they were calling the Warriors of Light and the Gentlemen of Light. They summoned the Carbuncles of Light as well. I am not the Warrior of Light, but I have the Carbuncle of Light. You're the third promises. Leave me be, I'm going to meet them. They're calling for me. Ever since we decided to abandon our teachings, I've been able to hear them. Their young, bright voices calling me to the Sky Deep Center. Praise the sun! How do you know that phrase? My wife, of course. And Momok the Faithful tell each other to seek the sun during our darkest moments. As as a reminder not to become discouraged, to look up to the light that awaits us in the forest above. Now my wife would have me lift my head again. I must return to Mamook. I need to speak with her. Praise the sun! Do it! That the Dark Soul players may come for you! We've got the butterflies. We also got another ether ball. Great ball of ether. Right, they're up above. Were you able to find the butterflies? A delicate insect that glows with gentle luminance. The very ones we release a flutter of these during the exchange of marital vows to celebrate a couple's new journey together. As the Chavoja in particular is regarded as sacred, the butterflies that live there are thus prized above all for such ceremonies. They say the contrasting wings, when pressed together in rest, embody the journey of two loves from different clans and the everlasting devotion between them. No symbol could be more auspicious, especially when delivered by the hands that have borne new possibility to our city. You and the third promise have done more for us than you will ever know. These butterflies are sure to bring every happiness to the couples they bless. And it might also explode. Well, did you find the right flora? This magenta weed emits a sweet yet bitter aroma. This turquoise weed emits a clear, refreshing aroma. Good with this, we make offerings of incense to the respective Hubugo and Bonwe statues. There was a time when we offered food, but scarcity from the war drove many to risk our guardian's ire for but an extra mouthful. Some of them devout went so far as to lace offerings with poison to punish thieves. Of course, they only quickened the seeds of mistrust amongst their people until the reigning Archrock declared that only smoke should be offered thereon. Underestimated you, outsider. In exchange for your efforts, I will personally ensure that your incense burn upon the cliff of our heroes, and your name is remembered as friend of Mamook. We getting no money. We're getting a lot of experience. My husband arrived home safely. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. I'm sure you know this, but our union was arranged in accordance with the old teachings. After everything we gave and everything we lost, the news that it would amount to nothing was too much for my husband to bear. The children he might have raised still haunt him, as they do me. It is mourning we must endure together. As parents, I hope we can now at least put our grief to words. I got something in my eye. Yeah. Looks like some of my eyelashes twisted together. You didn't really follow the spirit, did you? Did you learn anything? An old piece of jewelry carved from dull green stone. Why, this is the ring my grandfather lost. He used to live in Maksuju before the village was abandoned. To this day, he remains devoted to the old teachings, including those regarding blessed siblings. He still makes customary offerings of traditional dance by the same Shinto too. Perhaps he inadvertently called the spirit forth. Regardless, I'm sure he'll be happy to have his ring back. Thank you, stranger. Oh, no corn servant. Banana. You look like you're not afraid of a little manual labor. We need azure crystals from Zot. But our usual helpers are busy reforming the city. Regardless of what the city does, we still got nodules to grow. I'll lend you my hammer so it's just so you can go and break me 2 chunks of azure crystals. I'll be much obliged. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I ask for your help? As Mamook begins to tread a different path, so should Mulja Grove. Or so I think, probably. The thing is, I'm not sure. I'd like to hear what hopes the people have for the Grove's future, but I'm afraid they won't be honest if I ask. No one wants to upset the Nodule Keepers, after all. Do you think you could ask around for me? Yes or no? Do you like a banana? Do you like the banana? A tool for chipping off pieces of azure crystal and returning immediately. Okay, let me try something. There we go. There's ether current and a node. Not node, a vista. We have 2 over there, and we have Tucky over there. Feels unreal that we've almost gotten the entirety of Yogg-Toral done, and then we'll be able to go to Exactorel. Grow's future, well, the nodule they grow are instrumental to our society. Both fruit and leaves can be used for cooking and trade, so my only thought is that they should keep up the good work and grow lots of nodule. Baby banana. Make more bananas. Oh, the banana baron. Make more bananas for the Dollymon. If the offer of foreign crops still stands, I think our grove workers should be the ones to cultivate them. Their experience in growing nodule makes them well suited to the job. None know our soil better, and I think they will do us proud. But their expertise is with the banana. My nose is itchy. I want to solve this solution. Both. On the one hand, I'd say they should expand their operations, but that would be more difficult than it sounds. Even the smaller trees in this forest are nigh impossible to fell, so clearing more space would be difficult. Not much of a suggestion, after all, I'm afraid. Did you find the crystals? And I'll be taking my hammer back, please. This blue stone sparkles with memorizing. Perfect. Putting these crystals in our reservoir enhances the water's energies, resulting in sweeter nodule. Incidentally, enhanced water also makes the peels glow brighter. Could be the trees of living light's influence. Outsiders can find the glowing peels unnerving, but they do you no harm. We've been eating nodule for centuries without any adverse effects. What's on the inside is more important than appearance anyway. So long as we have little else to eat, my individual had better be as delicious as they come. Banana. So what did they say? People really do think about our future. That's heartening to hear. Amuk's food supply can be a touchy subject. We're not supposed to talk about it, but in times of great shortage, the Ark trades jewel leaves to Equiprox in exchange for provisions. Going forward, I want to make some Mamuk always have plenty to eat, but what piece of advice do you think I should prioritize? Right, maybe it's okay for Grove to move at its own pace. I'm sure once the foreign crops arrive, things will settle down, and we'll know what to do next. Thank you for helping me. I feel a lot better about the future now. Of course, it has to be hostile. I wanted to go and hug it. Oh, that was the sound of the meteor, right? It's like, I hear something, but it don't sound like a... Let's just make sure. Yeah. That's what I kind of figures, like, it's not one of those. And it definitely looks like there's gonna be places we need to have flight or dive for. We gotta go jive. I've seen you share of battle. You've seen your share of battle, I wager. My friend could use the help of someone like you. He should be just south of here. Look for the upper road down on his luck. Wild banana. You're part of the Third Promises retinue, aren't you? Not many could stand a chance against Gulul Jaja in combat. Shade or not, been eager for a chance to take the measure of you. The young warriors who once trained here have long since left the forest in search of work, but Whetstone still has plenty of fighting spirit. Sure, we're all getting on in years, but we fought hand to hand with Zabral during the war. Our skills are stronger than steel. Care to test your mettle against Mamuk finest? I'll gather my comrades and meet you north of here. When you're ready, come and find us, and once victory's been said, we'll meet back here. He went to the meeting place, and he came back alone. There were no survivors. Module sent you? Oh, thank goodness. My faithful word was injured on the job recently, so I thought I'd catch him some fly Texas treats to try to cheer him up, if only a little. But there's a reason I never hunt without my trusted whoever besides me. Those damn pests have been running up and down the forest all night. Could you capture a couple of fly argrics in my stead? Once you tire them out, trap them in these nodule sacks. Oh, my nodule is still in there! My banana! Oh. Judging by its texture, this bag made from the fibers of nodule leaves. Then again, it might also be used to store nodule, or perhaps both statements are true, and this is a nodule bag in both construction and purpose. Regardless, you must now use it to trap a monster. Get in the banana. Get in the banana, the Doraemon said. You have the fly architects. The monster within struggles in vain against its fate. What a relief, now my big boy can have something tasty to snack on. A Dopro who can't even care for his wives is, well, a laughingstock. Not only are we Dopro few in number, but we're physically no match for Hoberto and magically inept compared to Ponway. That's why our blood was never considered for blessed siblings. As long as we have our wivers, we have a place besides the others. Which is why I want mine to recover as soon as he can. I best hurry home and make sure he does. Thank you for your help, stranger. Found my friend, I take it. I won't say prejudice against Dopro doesn't exist, but so far as I'm concerned, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Neither Bonwa nor Hubble can ride wivers like they do. Regardless, I hope his wiver recovers soon. I know how much he cares for it. I will not hold back even if you are the elderly. Oh, just those three. Look at them dance. Got stupid looking faces though. Actually, how many ether currents are we got left? Oh, just 2. And after this, we'll be halfway done. We got at least 3 more zones. So this definitely will be interesting. A worthy victory of your accolades, stranger. I only hope my hip makes a full recovery. My stone was once a gathering of young blood eager to sharpen their scales, to be young again. You've done an honorable job on your own scales. If I do say so myself, does an old warrior proud. I wonder if he says that because I'm an Aru. I suppose our time on the field is well and truly done. Now we must do what we can to pass our knowledge to those who would learn. You have my thanks. My comrades and I will learn from our battle and see what stone hones the scales of many young warriors to come. I got the banana. Banana blend. Which I actually do like. I do like banana smoothies. I like banana smoothies, especially when you put a little bit of strawberry. I like banana and strawberry smoothies. But I won't say no to banana. Somebody over there is having motion sickness. Just passing through. Oh. You're a traveler, are you? Could I ask for your help with something? There are too many prying eyes here. Come and meet me on the other side of Gnomja Grove. Doraemon want a banana. walked by it at some point. Fine, I'll do it the smart way. Still just northwest. Take off my headphones for a little bit. Itchy. I don't know where that motorcycle is coming from, but I've been seeing it a lot today. And as you can see, since I'm on a giant carbuncle, I have no desire to ride a vehicle other than the Binkle. Good, you made it. I need your help handling a small but quite irritating problem. Have you heard of blue leafkin? They supposedly were once Malja who were cursed for some misdeed or another. Those who believe it in that sort of thing are terrified to make any contact for fear they be cursed as well. I personally don't believe there any truth in it, but that wouldn't stop people from thinking I was contaminated for crossing paths with one. For a blessing, blue leafkins generally keep to themselves deep in the forest, but recently one's been spotted wandering around these parts. That's why I need someone unbeholden to Mamuk's superstition, dispose of it, and to speak not a word of the deed. Thank you, Traveler. Now we'll be able to hunt these forests without fear. We have many stories of the Blue Leafkin, but none agree on who among the Mamolja was cursed first, or for what misdeed. Some say it was a Dopro punished for felling trees. Others say it was a Bonwa punished for burning them. Each clan insists the blame lies with another, of course. Honestly, I think it's just a tale to keep people away from the dangerous and forbidden areas of this forest. Just the other day, one of my own went and pursued a mark into that direction, and he hasn't been seen since. That blue leftkin just now could have been... No, it's just a story after all. Anyway, you've done us a great service, and we be sure to keep to our normal hunting grounds, and see if we can't find your missing friend. Well, it was old Leaf, so... And as an additional thing, we do know there are cursed beings, such as the beaver. And let's not forget about the tonberry, which are Lullafels who got struck with a disease that turned them into tonberries. You're one of the third promises retainers, aren't you? Please help me. My name is Shadeli Jah, and my husband and I were attacked by wyvers outside the city. He fended them off so I could escape, but he's no match for them alone. I know I have no right to ask, but given how our people treated outsiders, but I'm begging you, please save my husband. His name is Gotol Jah, and he's near Gulmak Grove. Please hurry. Yeah, a little bit of lag. Lag. Yep. After this quest land, then we got nothing to do but the main story. You have my thanks, stranger. I take it my wife sent you. Wyvers don't usually attack people. I hardly knew what was happening before they were on us. But that's neither here nor there. Let's return to Mamuk and see that you receive a proper reward. Shilja should be anxious for our arrival as well. We must ride the carbuncle. Here is what I have. Yeah. I don't usually wear headphones. I only wear headphones when I'm recording or talking to someone on the phone. Oh, 1,000,000 blessings upon you. My Kotolja is safe thanks to your kindness. I don't know what I would have done had you not arrived when you did. Most of our able-bodied fighters have left the city in search of mercenary work, you see. As I once did myself, you're from yours, aren't you? I toured across the salt in my younger years. That is, until I suffered injuries enough to send me home for good. Now I can hardly manage to ward off the occasional feisty wyvern, it would seem. Glory days mean little when you can no longer protect your loved ones. I'm perfectly fine, aren't I? Besides, those wyverns weren't feisty. They were positively feral. I still can't believe we were attacked by such normally docile creatures. Something has them agitated, though I can't imagine what. Still, if our local wyverns have been driven into a rage, that doesn't bode well for us. I realize this is more than you bargained for, stranger, but would you be willing to help? It's unheard of for wyverns to attack Mamolja, so we need to determine what's going on before someone gets injured. There's little in it for you, mind. Don't get your hopes up. Thank him, dearest. He is doing us a kindness. Right, just not used to the open generosity is all. Thank you, stranger. We're counting on you. First, I think we ought to search the area where we were attacked. If anything's amiss, I should be able to spot it, but I worry about another ambush. Would you go ahead and make sure the roads are safe? Thank you, stranger. You are ever generous. If we first encounter the wyverns north of Grove by the cenotes, there is given you an ample head start, and then come and meet you. In the meantime, I'll ask around the city. Others may have been similarly attacked for all we know. I better go to the Blue Lake and here in Terrell eventually. Give me my Blue Mage people. That was the one thing I was excited the most about this. Let's come to Terrell and see Blue Mages. There has been a notable lack of Blue Mages. Thank you for doing that. I had no troubles at all on my way here. Something that might explain the wyvern's aggression. I'm afraid I don't see anything unusual. What do you think? What is it? It's a flower. My cyan crystal. I must have dropped it when we were attacked. It was a gift from my husband when he returned from Eorzea. He said its blue glow reminded him of these forests, so he carried it always. Worth no more than a common stone, I wager, but but to me it is precious. It kept him safe while he was away, brought him home alive. Sometimes the grief of his injury blinds him from the miracle of his survival. He may not be able to fight anymore, but he is still the strongest man I know. My husband used to train here in his youth. We call this stone Trovolus, the weight of the sky, and once he believed with all his heart that he could bear any weight, achieve any dream. I wanted to remind him of that when I brought him here, but then those rivers came along. Anyway, I chattered on long enough. So far as I can see, nothing in the area really explains why those poor beasts attacked us as they did. Perhaps Gotalja has discovered something back in the city. Seems like there's a purge. Well, it was by no means a waste of a journey. I was able to recover my precious crystal. Thank you for seeing her home safely while you were away. I managed to glean a thing or two about our wyvers. Did you now? Somehow I knew you would have good luck. According to those I spoke with, a number of people have been attacked by wild wyvers in recent days, many while traveling on public roads. Even Dopero have been among the injured, and theirs is a clan that has worked with wyverns since time immemorial. Goodness, if even Doperos can't handle them, what hope do the rest of us have? We'd be fools to step foot outside the city. Not to mention what this might mean for our own wyvers. If they start misbehaving, we may find ourselves without mounts or beasts of burden. I thought about calling upon our hunters for help with the wild ones, but calling the population can't serve us well in the long run. Which leaves providing armed escorts on those who venture outside the city. With the right preparations, I could do it. I was saying, it's not a matter of preparations. Gotalja, if this man I hadn't come along with when he did, You raise a good point. Perhaps setting a trap or create some diversion would better save our interests. Our goal is to protect our people after all. Wyvers may be physically formidable, but they must have some weakness in their finer senses. A smell they can't tolerate, for instance. If we were to incorporate that deterrent into, say, a smoke bomb, that should buy anyone enough time to flee from an aggressive wyvern. I can handle the smoke bomb. I've been making those since I first became a mercenary. Then why don't you teach me as well? I'm eager to help how I can. If you could find out what wyverns to test, that would be great help. Bakulja should know. Bakulja, the wyvern handler, mind, not the blessed siblings. When you have whatever he recommends, bring it to me so we can infuse the smoke bombs with it. What do wyverns hate to smell? Now that's why they start a conversation. Yes, I heard Dawntrail was asking about recent wyvern incidents. I'd recommend the scale bud if you're looking for something smelly. You can pick them off the luminescent plants found in water-bound areas like Century Giraja. Mostly unremarkable until you crush or grind them, then you'll wish you never had. Wyverns have a keen sense of smell, so one whiff should be all you need to convince them that elsewhere. But the same goes for people, so take care when stowing those buds in your bags, eh? I will have the smelliest of bags to put over people's heads. Today's just an itchy day. So we have this little area, and then we have this area. Oh, it's the big ferns. Did you find something to drive off the wyverns? Picked from the glowing plants found in Sanosta Joyuncha, known to cause severe olfactory discomfort when crushed. When it's crushed, you say, this should do it. When everything's packed together just right, I can ensure the impact both triggers the smoke and crushes the bud. In theory, anyway, we still need to test it. Ooh, an earring. If these smoke bombs work as planned, our problems are solved. It's what happens if they don't that worries me. A thankless task. But would you test them in my stead? You are far more capable of repelling an angered wyvern than I am, no matter how it pains me to admit it. There are plenty of wyverns in this forest. See if the bombs work as they should, and do what you must if they don't. My book is made of metal, and it is ready! A small explosive painstakingly crafted by Dawntrail as a defensive measure against wyverns. Eh. They have this big place with the red head. Do they have a big place with the blue head? How did it go? Did our smoke bombs work? Thank goodness now we no longer need to worry about battling any wyverns. I fashioned my bombs after those of the kobolds across the salt. They pulled me through many a tricky situation, believe you me. Never imagined I'd be using them at home one day. I'm glad. These smoke bombs were a success, I take it. I do hope you're willing to share with the rest of us. And what would a wyvern handling want with wyvern repellent? I meant with the rest of the city. Plenty of people have run-ins with wyverns, and few among them are fighters. I'm sure they'll be relieved to share in your brilliant solution. It's just a smoke bomb, nothing brilliant about it. So you say, but none of us could have conceived of or crafted such a thing. Your expertise and knowledge continues to serve your community. Never considered that. I always thought a mercenary who couldn't fight is little more than a waste of space. But if I could still use my skills for the better, maybe there's hope for me yet. It's so simple. Why didn't I realize that before? I think we have more smoke bombs to make. Enough for everyone. Indeed, we must do what we can to ensure Mamook's future is a bright one. That we will. Thank you for standing by us. You are a true friend to Mamook and her people. We should have a few bombs to spare for Bakulja and the others. I will return home to fetch them, but I hope we meet again someday. Kindest of kind strangers, I will never forget all you have done for us. I wonder if this place has given any people Skyrim flashbacks to the what was it, Blackthorn or whatever the Dwemer place. Music! I'm glad you're here. We seem to have another problem, one that has nothing to do with wyvers. An armed man have been spotted loitering outside the city as a brawl. He's clearly not here for trade, and while I'd like to believe he's not here for trouble either, others in Mamuk may think differently. If someone does something rash, our hopes for change would have been for nothing. I'd like you to speak with him as an impartial party and discover what business he has in these parts. Last I heard, he was outside the eastern gate. Seven, thank goodness a friendly face. I've been working hard to fulfill my duties as a hunter, but the beasts on the ultimate horizon are as restless as ever. Thinking the lower force might be plagued with similar issues, I've come to investigate better. All I've found thus far are looks of fear and possible loathing, and here I thought Mamuk had reformed its opinions on outsiders. However, Tax, that is strange. I'd love to hear more about it from someone local. Suppose I'm not alone in my desire to keep our force safe. Come on, Zedman. I asked you to speak with him, not invite him for tea. Apologies for my intrusion. My name is Ra, and I've come to investigate the local wildlife on behalf of the Brethren of Brax. Goltaja, I live here. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. Now, allow me to get straight to the point. The beasts on the Ultima Horizon have been exhibiting strange behaviors as of late. We have a theory that whatever is causing their restlessness may lie in the Jataka Heartland. Do you think we're to blame for your problems? No, not at all. I simply meant that we have seen strange blue-flowered beasts up above, and that their presence has caused no little anxiety in the surrounding wildlife. I see blue blossoms are indeed native to the Jataka Heartlands. Seems odd they would stray that far. First wyvers, and now this, something's not right. I'm keen to resolve the problem, whatever it is. You say your wyvers have been acting strangely as well. Troubling indeed, but I think we need more information if we're to effect any change. Let's ask around. Wait. A Zibro like you shouldn't wander through streets alone. I'll come with you. Yours is a friendly face in these parts. If you handle the southern side of the city, we'll take the east. But I just have been wandering into places there have no business being. Does that count as strange? Normally they live deep in the forest, but these days you can find them as close as Mamuk. I think it's strange anyway. Anything unusual? Now that I think about it, my friend recently spotted a massive beast while gathering herbs. He'd be able to tell you more. His name is Sonel Ja, and he lives just down the road here. There. The Gudgeon thing scared me half to death, is what it did. I was gathering medicinal herbs near Emote, and when I saw this enormous creature appear out of nowhere, snatched up a nearby beast and swallowed it whole. Then just like that, it was gone into the Senats. Might as well have been a trick of the light, but those two tentacles, I'll never forget. Do we got another kraken in our hands? Let me get my harpoon. And my cannons. And the poison. Everyone was more keen to hear what business I had with a hunter from Ebec than they were to share information themselves. How about you? Did you manage to discover anything? A giant tentacled monster emerging from Bitterbank Sintra. Not a familiar creature to me, but Sintra are known to connect to large bodies of water, even as far as the salt. So this beast drifted into our Senats from the outside and starts preying on the local wildlife. Without a clear way to defend themselves, the blue blossoms flee to the upper forest, while the Wyvers start rampaging in fear. Then if we slay that tentacle fiend, our problems are solved. I hope you two are ready for the hunt. Born ready. I'll certainly do a better job of slaying this monster than I did collecting information on it. Then I have a plan. I'll explain once we get to Bitterback. No trace of our mysterious monster, but we did find the remains of some blue-flowered beast, leftovers from its last meal, no doubt. Now that we know what whets its appetite, we can easily lure it out. I've incorporated some bloom blossom viscera into one of my smoke bombs, so that when it detonates, our looking fiend will reappear for another meal. If you do the honors. I'm ready when you are. You should watch the battle from here. You have a good eye, and observing this creature's weaknesses and how it fights will serve us well should we encounter its kind again. A fair point, then may the spirits of Barax guide you true as Edmund. Let me read this. A small explosive painstakingly crafted by Gotel Ja. Even before destination, its odor is formidable. Man, he said these things swallowed something whole. I was hoping for a kraken or something bigger. Oh, I guess one side of the platform is blue and one side of the platform is red. Okay. That was incredible, Simon. I think you got them all. Let's return to the city and talk about what comes next. I guess we could just, you know, spin a little, get there faster. Through returns, I am glad I could witness your fighting techniques firsthand. Next time you could leave the slaying to me. I know just how I bring down such a beast. Any insight you could share would be invaluable. Even though they are in number, Mamook's hunters are better positioned to deal with such menaces should they return. Would you ever consider allowing the Brethren Brex to patrol the Jatika heartlands? Don't misunderstand. I will happily offer my insight regardless. I just thought that since your numbers are few, my people ought to offer their assistance. What do you say? That's a generous offer, but not one you're likely to profit from. I disagree. The Ultima Horizon, the Jewel Heartland. We separate them with words, but in essence they are the same forest, the forest of Dawntrail. What benefits Mamook benefits Ekbarak. It's only by joining hands that our force can flourish. Besides, none amongst the brethren have the knowledge and expertise of a Mamalja mercenary. We stand to gain much by working alongside you. I agree that cooperation is the key to this force's prosperity. But it's still too soon to realize such a thing. If we're hope to achieve true unity, it can't be forced. We need time to know the Zephyral, so that our future alliance can be in most than just name. Of course, we too hope to learn more about Mamook. It really is a beautiful city. Well then, I best be off. The brethren will want to hear my findings, and I'm eager to discuss what steps we can take to build understanding with Mamook. I appreciate it. I'll do what I can to convince folks that hunters from Ebrex aren't all worthy of suspicion. It may take time, but they'll come around. You truly are a marvel, Zedman. If you're not revolutionizing the city or saving men from their past, you're connecting kindred spirits from opposing communities. Together we'll make this force one that's safe and welcoming to all, from the top of the Ultima Horizon to the heart of the Jatika Heartland. No matter where you venture in Dawntrail, you will always find friends. Come and visit whenever you like. Now I'm wondering how many beast tribes we'll have this time around. Considering how many we've helped so far. I wonder if we'll have, I know we won't have the same amount as we did in the Realm Reborn. But I won't be surprised if we got similar. Like, if we have 3 areas here, 3 beast tribes, 3 areas in the other one, 3 more beast tribes, or at least 2 more. So I wouldn't be, well, I guess that would be very close to Realm Reborn, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you all in the next.